guys, it's Becky, and I've had a heck of a day, guys. It's been a long month, it's been a long week, but I just want to sit down with some beads and my beading friends and make some earrings. So I hope y'all will join me for that. I hope you can sit down with me and together we can take a deep breath. Breathe in, breathe out, and let go of like all of our cares and just make some stuff. And if you want to bead with me, go grab some beads. Come along. I don't have any plans. I don't have anything planned. I'm just going to grab some beads and start making some earrings. What I do want to do is have all of my earrings be fall themed because they're doing these daily prompts over in Softflex group for the joyful beading, and the prompt for today was fall inspired, and I want to make earrings, so I'm going to make them fall inspired. And I'm not done with fall colors, guys. You know, I've been on that kick and I'm not ready to be done with it. So we're going to do something. It's going to bring us some joy, and we're just going to have, like, in the midst of a sea of like everywhere, we're just going to have some calm. We're going to put some things together. We're going to make some beautiful things that are sparkly and shiny and beautiful, and we're going to do it together. So, let's get ourselves collected. And I'm just going to start opening up some of these boxes. I went and grabbed off my shelf some old boxes. I've got some current boxes. I'm just going to pull some stuff out, a couple beads from each of them, and try and make some fall themed things. Now, this was the July magical mystery bead box. And I don't know about you, but like when I think of fall, I think of leaves. So I'm going to grab these big leaf charms out. I love the colors that they are. We've got some great amber looking square beads. That screams fall to me. And I think we're just gonna go with something simple, and I'm just gonna sandwich those in sandwich these twisty wood beads in there. That's rustic. That looks like fall to me. Yeah, we can pull that out. That was the Bayou box. Did I say it right? I know. And then let's see, we had last month's this is, I mean, it's still this month. It's the September one, where it was the fall leaves. So obviously we're gonna use some of these. All right, leaves. And I think I want, because you get some really great yellows with fall leaf colors. And then these amber beads. I think we're gonna do these. We're just gonna make some. I love big leaf beads. I love how they dangle next to your face and they give somebody something great to look at when they're talking to you. I'm gonna grab these little hex spacers and we're gonna use these with them. Yeah, I like this already. I like this already. We've got one project, two projects. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. What else do we have over here? I just grabbed a bunch of things that were like, they looked like they could make some fall themed things with them. So this was the Sam's Bead box from August. Or was it September? No, it was August, because the September one was the Nile one. This was the one that, and I think we're doing leaves. We're gonna go with some leaves. I'm gonna just pull out all of these leaves. We're gonna figure out how they go together later. And I think I want some spacers for it, and I'm just gonna grab these little lentil beads, and we're just gonna put those together somehow, some way, and make some earrings with those. And this was the one that Danielle Wicks had curated, and like there's just some great fall colors in here. I'm not even done with this yet. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And then we have this box that, like, I forget what this was. This was either beads that were in the TGBE Fall Fest last year, or else they're beads that were in the Midwinter Market last year. It was a TGBE box, but I can't remember which one it was. But there are some really great fall colors and findings in here. So we're just going to grab some of these guys out. I like this. I love this orange color. I gotta have these. So we're gonna find a way to make these into some earrings, and maybe these as well. So let's just get all of these out, and I can sort it out when I'm actually making the things. All right, so we got a pile of leaves and some lentils. We've got these really pretty looking, like, glass beads with the, it's like they have faceting on the edges. Can you see the flash from the faceting? But then they're round. It's interesting, and I'm going to definitely do something with them. So let's pull those out. I mean, if y'all are getting into your boxes and getting some beads, you can grab anything. We can have ways to put things together. It doesn't have to be all one way or the other. And I remember this, and I don't think I ever got around to actually making something with this box. I think this was last year's, like, fall themed box from Bargain Bead Box. We had these, like, little owl connectors. So I'm gonna pull a couple of these owls out, and a couple of these, like, faceted carnelians, and a couple of these leaves, and ooh, bead caps, and these little English cut guys. All right, I'm gonna make some earrings with those. That's gonna be fun. Let's move that out of the way. And then there was this bundle that I got from the Bead Box Bargains, and it has these gorgeous yellow leaf beads, these check glass leaves. And I think I want to use these. So let's pull some of these out. Yeah, and I think these, and these might end up being the same type of earring, but I don't mind making the same type of earring over and over again. And, like, the different beads that I use are gonna give me a different look. Yeah, let's use these little O beads with that. That's gonna be super fun. Maybe these little owls. Yeah, I got these little check glass owl beads. Do I want to use this? Maybe. Nope. I'm keeping it simple. I am keeping it simple. I know you're looking at probably, like, everything that I have out right now. I'm thinking, keeping it simple, Becky. That's what you call keeping it simple, and it is. Because we have, these are some very simple earrings that I'm going to put together here. And my idea that I'm having right now for these, it's going to end up being fairly simple. It just seems like there's a lot of beads for this. And I think I want to use this. I don't know if you remember, they did a separate bundle. I unboxed it, and it was this Autumn River one, and we had these patina leaves, and so that's going to be a thing. But it also had these fantastic check glass leaves, and I think I might be able to figure out a way of combining these. I think that would be really cool, like really, really cool. Especially if I grabbed a couple of these cathedral beads to pull out the turquoise color of the patina. And then these apricot color rounds to pull in the brown color there. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. All right, we have plans. I'm going to make some earrings. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 pairs of earrings. We can do this. All right, so let's start with our easy guys. So we're going to start with this one and this one. I'm going to save these guys for later. Just move them a little bit out of the way so that they're not taking up too much attention space. I'm going to move those two, and we're going to start with our big leaves right here. I'm going to grab some gold wire, and you know what? Remember the other day I made a whole bunch of ear wires? Well, I stuck them in here so I can pull them out and we can use them with our earrings. And I made some bronze color ones that'll go great with our bronze color guys there. Yeah. Ooh, the bronze color will also go really well with Danielle Wick's one. And then we've got some gold wires. They'll go well with those. No, yeah, some gold wires there. Or maybe some antique copper. Yeah, I'll grab some antique copper wires in a minute. Okay, bronze, 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 gold. No, antique copper. Yep, that's what we'll do. Yeah. So I'll make some ear wires later for that. I'm not making ear wires today. I already made these ones the other day, so we'll just keep them like that. And we'll just imagine when I get to those ones that they have an antique copper ear wire attached to them. How about that? Because we are just relaxing. We are going to have a good time. We are going to make some earrings and hang out, and we're not going to pretend like our troubles don't exist, but we're just going to leave them out there on the other side of that door. And we're just going to hang out here and enjoy our time together. So I've got these guys, and I think I might be using some beading wire with these guys. I've got some copper color and this butterscotch imperial topaz. It's a nice dark brown. I think that'll work there too. Yeah, I'm going to use some beading wire for those ones, and I'm going to use some craft wire and head pins for these guys. So let me get my craft wire. Where's my... I just had it out the other day. Gold. All right. I got it. Let's get some gold wire out here. And if you had an eye pin, you could do this too. It would work just as well, I think. Because it's that same a loop on both ends of the wire to and then you stack your beads in the middle of it style earring that I'm going for. And I think that I'm going to need, I'm using some flush cutters for cutting my wire. And I'm going to be using probably a combination of my 6-step bail making pliers and some round nose pliers to shape everything. And then we'll also be using some chain nose pliers. And that's what we're going to do. So if you want to go grab your tools and make along with me, that would be great. Now, I'm going to need kind of a thicker loop on this end in order to have some swing. So I think this one's the one that I'm going to want to make a loop around. And I'm going to go down about 2 inches, bend it back, bend it towards me, bend it all the way around. I'm not going to close it. I'm going to actually open it up a little bit so that it's angled so I can slide my leaf onto it. Now that that's onto it, let's go ahead and close it up. And start wrapping. 1, 2, 3. Yep, that is wide enough that it still will dangle. I didn't want it to be so tight that it doesn't dangle. You want to have some movement with your leaves. Oop, you know, I really should have cut that. I can fix that now. All right, so everything that I do with one earring, I'm going to be doing with the other. So I'm going to set those aside so that I do not lose them. I just want to make sure that I have enough for both ends. I'm going to string on an amber bead, wood bead, and an amber bead. Wood bead's nice and rustic. The amber bead gives us some flash. We get this great like shell look from the leaf. And that's going to be our earring. Let me get this bent over this way. So if I want my loop to go that way. And then I'm going to make a little loop up here. I'm going to come all the way around. Start wrapping up here at the top. So yeah, this is a really simple earring design. Nice and easy way to have some fun. Low stakes. Sometimes when I'm making earrings, I do it because then at least there's something that I'm doing right. At least there's something that is going right for me. That's why I would always start my morning with some earrings, like when I first started jewelry making. And buy those earring kits off Amazon where you've got like 5 or 6 pairs of earrings you can make from it. I'd sit down with my coffee in the morning and I'd make a pair of earrings, then I'd wear them that day. And I just did that for like a year, just making earrings every morning. And believe it or not, it made things better. So I've got one done. Let's do our second one. Like I said, everything that I do with the first one, I'm going to do with the second. So I'm going to put my second one over there. But we're not going to, you know, spend an hour and a half making things. And we're going to do this one the exact same way. If you can believe that. Wrapped loops and everything. See about 2 or 3 inches down. I'm going to bend it back and then around. This one doesn't need to have as big of a loop, so I'm just going to go ahead and loop it around my smallest round on there. Pull it all the way around. Let's close this guy. And do a few loops. 1, 2, 3. I'm getting much better at wrapping my loops. I think that was something that doing my chain challenge has been really helping me up my wrapped loop game significantly. All right, there we go. Which side do I like better? I'm not sure. Maybe this one. All right, and then got a little kink in the end. Let's start with our amber bead and a spacer. Oh, these are bead caps, kind of. They've got kind of an indentation. We're going to put our yellow crackle glass bead right there. And then another spacer, but we're going to have the concavity facing downward so that it's a little bit bead cappy. There we go. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and give that a little grip right there. Make sure that I'm looking at it from the side. Bend it away from me. And I'm going to just wrap around the top of my bail making pliers, bring it around, and continue wrapping. I feel better already. This is so therapeutic. So therapeutic. Making our earrings, doing our things. If you guys are having a rough day, I hope that this helps make things better just for a little bit. If you're not having a rough day, then I hope it continues not being rough. But you know, even if you don't get to this today, because it is pretty late at night and it probably won't go live until like midnight-ish. I hope when you find this, you find it at a point when you need this so that it can do as much good for you as it's doing for me right now. I like it a lot. These are, yep, they are shoulder grazers. They are going to be, I love big leaves. All right, so this one's going to be a little bit different because I've got a second bead that I'm going to be looping onto my leaves. But the rest of it is going to be basically the same with these beads. So I'm going to set aside the beads for my second one. And it looks like I chose some antique bronze color. So let's grab some, well, vintage bronze is what it's called, vintage bronze, for my craft wire. And this is, I'm just doing 22 gauge wire because it's easy to work with. It's two hand right now. Where are you going? Don't be like that. So I'm just gonna cut off a bit of this guy. We're gonna make it the same-ish. Well, actually, this might be a little too short. No, it won't. This is not going to be too short because I'm going to take it down and I'm going to want the loop to go through both this and this loop. So I'm going to want it to be fairly big, unless nope. So it's gonna go up here. It's gonna go up here. It's gonna be part of it like that. Okay. So I'm gonna want a loop that is big enough for both of those, but still to give me some movement. So maybe this third one, let's see. Nope, this fourth one. So if you start 1, 2, 3, 4, it's this fourth one. That's the loop that I'm going to go around. I'm just gonna pull off a little more wire just to be on the safe side for me. If I have extra wire, I can make ear wires out of it. All right, so gonna bend it over, well, there first, and then around the largest wire, large, not largest, but the larger of the two. So now I've got my loop here. I'm going to put my check glass bead on first. It's got some dangle. Then I'm going to put this one on next, so it'll dangle under it. No, actually. All right, let's close this up. I'm going to pinch that while I start wrapping this. Okay. Ugh. Okay, that's good. Swoosh. Just tidying up my loop. All right, and now our little apricot colored guy. Our cathedral bead with the turquoise color in it. Apricot colored guy. Why are you so... There we go. Okay. I think this will do me. Just bend it over and make a loop. Let's see how it looks after we do that. Try not to judge it until I've finished it. Maybe I should have used a jump ring to attach it. What do you guys think? I can always remake this with a jump ring if I am not satisfied. Nope. You know what? It's fine. It's actually fine. I like the layering that I get with it. So I was having some second thoughts. This is supposed to be an easy and fun time. I think I actually love it a lot. A lot. All right, so I've got my third earring. So we've already done 3 earrings, and they were pretty simple to do. And I'm going to put these guys together, and it's going to be a little bit different with these because I'm going to make a little dangle first before I start making things with my owls. I think I need a head pin for that. And I'm just going to grab these. These are antique copper colored, but all you're going to see is like the little ball at the end. So I think I can get away with mixing my metals a little bit there. Yeah, we're going to start from the bottom, and I'm going to make myself a little acorn. That is what that is going to be. All right, loop. And I'm going to make a smaller loop. So I'm going to use my round nose pliers for this one. We're going to go all the way around. Before I do anything else with this, I'm going to attach it to the bottom of my owl, right there in between my little owl feet. Look at those little owl feet. Isn't that cute? It is so cute. So yeah, I'm going to make a little acorn with this English cut carnelian. I'm going to attach it to our little owl foot. I love that these guys are double-sided. So like I don't have to worry if I'm like facing them the wrong way or not. This is amazing for me. I could not have planned this better. All right, now we're gonna just wrap the top of our head pin down. Right there on the top of this little, see, it looks like a little acorn. There you go, fella. Oop, we got a pokey outy bit. Let's tuck you away. Okay. So now I got my owl, and I'm gonna grab some more of this wire. Actually, this is my wire that I cut earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and do just a little wrapped loop for my owl friend. I'm going to set this faceted carnelian on top. A little leaf pointing up. There we go, fall inspired. Are you inspired? Do you feel folly? I do. Actually, we want to trying to keep a large enough loop for the ends of my ear wires that I made to fit through. So this is a good size loop for that, which is why I'm using it and not the round nose pliers for this part. These will be some cute dainty earrings. Got my big honkin' leaves over there. I'm gonna have my little owlet and acorn ones. Bronze wire looks good with that. There we go. All right, let's put our second earring over here with these guys. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 earrings down. Now let's get some of this butterscotch color. I like that. That's a nice deep brown. And I am going to use some beading wire for this earring. Use some beading wire and a crimp tube. Whoop. And my magical crimper, which is right here. Aha. Magical crimper. So this is what we're going to do. So I'm just going to string these guys on the way I want it to be. Let me divide these guys up though to make sure that we have an even amount, because half of them will go on one earring and half of them will go on the other one. So we've got 4 of those. So we'll probably want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these guys. You know what? Maybe we'll have a couple extras on each side. I know, we'll see how it looks. So yeah, if I do, let's see, two of these, and then string on all of these leaf beads, but with a little lentil in between. I want to make sure all my leaf beads are facing the same direction. The lentil in between. And then 2 beads on the other side. And then we'll be curving the wire up. And they'll just kind of be hanging out. Do I want the 2 beads on top? No, 3 beads on top. Let's do 3 beads. Yeah, let me cut this so I can get this 3rd bead on here. And we can get the crimp happening. Yeah, I don't want the bend to be too sharp, but I do want a bend for this. And I've got some copper crimps. These do have a tendency to be a little thick-walled, so we'll see if we can get more than 1 strand in here at a time. Okay, 2 strands are fine. 3 might be an issue. We will try though. Okay. So that's about where I want to end it. Maybe. Yeah. Let me see if this will fit in here. If it doesn't, I will just use a 2nd crimp bead. Okay, it is not, so let's crimp here. Right there. No, that's too much. There we go. Yeah. And I really enjoy the magical crimpers because I don't have to learn how to make tacos with my crimp tubes. There we go. I'm just going to cut off my shorter bit there. And I'm going to put a 2nd crimp tube on here. And then bend this down into it to make my loop on the top. Like often with most of the other colors of Softflex crimp tubes, you can get like 3 strands of the wire through, but like I said, copper can be a little bit thick-walled. That's a good loop size, so I'm going to just make another crimp right here next to the first for my top loop. And then I can put it on an ear wire. Have an earring. Yep. I like that one. All right, yeah, and so these other ones will probably be about the same. I'm going to use some wire. We're going to stack some beads together on it and make a little loop like that. Just because I want to keep it easy, I want to keep it fresh. Let's use garnet. Yeah, garnet works. Get you some red wire for this one. And I think that's about as much as I need. Let's move that out of the way. All right, and the same thing as with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hold on. Just got to make sure that I have an even amount. And I do not, so I'm going to leave that one aside. And that way I've got 5 of these. That's 1, 2. These little teeny check glass rondelles will work. For between them, do I have enough of these? Or should I use these pinch beads? I do. I have enough of these. All right, I'll do something else with these pinch beads later. Not in this video. We're just making some earrings. We're making fall-inspired earrings. That's what we were doing. We are just having ourselves a relaxing evening. Breathing in, breathing out. Tomorrow's another day. So you can only live one day at a time, right? I'm going to bring this loop closer because I don't need the wideness for these leaves to lay flat like I needed on this one. So it's going to be a little bit of a different shape, but not too different. And I'm going to put in my, so we're still just having really easy earrings today. Really easy earrings. We are not trying to reinvent a wheel or an earring or a hoop or a drop. There we go. I like that. Let me see if this will fit in here. I think I've got enough room in here in this one that I can fit 3 passes in the same crimp tube. I can absolutely do that. Look at that. This means I won't have to use 2 crimp tubes for this one. I'll just use 1. All right. Here we go. Crimp. Crimp. Crimp, crimp, crimp. Now I can cut off my excess wire. Just stick this wire in here so we can see how it looks. What do you guys think? Does it fall? I like it. I like it a lot. All right, let's move you guys over here because you'll be a second earring when I am done with my fun times. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab this copper color wire for my very last pair of earrings that I'm going to make with these. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these guys can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh. Weird. Extras. Some of those are stuck together. Let's do this copper wire. Like the difference between the copper and this butterscotch, by the way, is that the butterscotch is just kind of a warmer brown. It's a deeper color. And the copper is more of a copper color, for want of a better word. All right, that's going to be enough of that. All right, so we've got these little O-rings. That's not a very flush cut. There we go. And then these gorgeous yellow leaves. So we're talking about yellow leaves along with the red and the orange and all of those fantastic colors that you see in the fall that you just don't see in Texas in September because it is still 90 degrees here. At least it's not over 100 anymore. I mean, we got a cold front. we had a nice cool breeze blow through. We're going to do the same thing that we did with those other leaf beads. Just going to have them separated with these. They're like smaller lentils. All right. I think, do I want to put some extras on the ends? Let's see how that looks. Man, if I could hold beads in my fingers, that would be great. Yeah, I think I like the extra beads. They're like bookends. All right, let's get some. That's a thicker one, so I'm going to put it up there. That's also a thicker one, so I'm going to put it up there. This one is thinner, so I'm going to put it there. Okay, so I should still have enough of these. I've got more, by the way, in my stash of the copper crimp beads. All the way down there. let's see if we can fit 3 strands in here. All right, and I don't want it too tight because it just flips it around like that. I want it to be fairly loose. Yeah. There. That's a good loop. Or do I want it tight? I don't know. No. 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 That was a bad idea, Bex. Alright. Don't futz around with it too much, Becky. This is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be relaxing. I bet I could fit another loop in there. Let's try it. And if it doesn't work, I can do what I did with the other one and just do 2 crimps. You can see it poking out there. I just can't get to it. Maybe I can. Tools. So it separates us from the primates, the other primates. Showing. Is that too much? No. Perfect. Perfect. I am going to, no. Wrong tool, Becky. Oh, boy. This one. This is the one I want. It's my magic crimper. It's got its little concavity for my little crimp tube so that I can make a little circle with the crimp tube. Whew. I almost made my great night into a not so great night. Because I have been having a great night so far, and I hope you guys have been enjoying this too. I hope that you are having a good time, that you are making some fun things, or just enjoying watching me make these. But yeah, let's pull out my individual ones. And we'll just recap what we made. Then I'll make the others on my own. So you don't have to sit here and watch me make all of these all over again for a 2-hour-long program, because we are just not doing that tonight. I don't think we need that. All right, so we have 3 pairs of earrings that are basically the same concept, where you take some beading wire, you have some fancy beads with some spacers of other beads, and you just make a little loop and then crimp it at the top with another loop, and you got your earrings. This one's a very swangy one, swangity swangity, and this one was the Danielle Wick Sam's Bead Box. This was, I don't know what, one of the TGBE kits. This one was from one of the bundles that I got from Bargain Bead or Bead Box Bargains. This was also a bundle from Bead Box Bargains, and these ones are pretty much the same, where we've got basically a beaded link connecting a leaf dangle with my ear wires, but I added a little leaf here. So we did that, and this one has some bead caps in with our other beads. And this was from the Falling Leaves curated bead box. And then this was the Bayou Jesse James Magical Mystery Bead Box. And with this one, I just went real rustic with the wood And then we had the shell leaf, and then we've got our gold leaf, and then we've got a bronze leaf, and we just have all colors of leaves in our fall inspired earrings. Oh, can't forget my little owl buddy. I'm gonna call him Albert. Get it, Albert? Yeah, I like this one. I think I was rather clever making myself a little acorn with this bead. I bet other people did that before I did though, so. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed putting your feet up and having some fun and being creative. And let's just have a better day tomorrow, guys. Anyway, oh, forgot to say, my brother says I don't do this enough, and so I really need to start doing this. If you like what I made, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you here next time. Bye!